Hi everybody, I am Jessica Lightheart, aka the Earth Lady, and today we are talking about getting rid of bugs. So, first things first. A lot of people use chemicals, and as you know, I'm the Earth Lady, so I choose to try not to use chemicals. And if so, to try and go as organic or as chemical free as possible. Hi guys, it's good to see you. Today we're talking about how to get rid of bugs. And I'm sure that you know someone who is either had any kind of bug, whether it be roaches, ants, bed bugs, spiders, earwigs, silverfish, fleas. Fleas are a very common one. You name it, anything that can crawl with an exoskeleton is what we're talking about getting rid of. And I'm going to tell you how you can get rid of bugs, anything that crawls, without using man-made chemicals. Okay? When you get a chance, look up food grade DE. It's called food grade diatomaceous earth. And what that is it's a phytoplankton, very fine powder that is pretty much organic. It's phytoplankton that's dried out and crinkled up into powder, ground up into crinkled powder. So, it comes in a couple of different colors. The first time I got it was when I was raising my chickens, and I used the chicken food grade diatomaceous earth. And it's I got mine from Farm and Fleet in the chicken aisle. I paid like $8.99 or something silly like that for a 4.5 pound bag, which is not a lot. And if you have lots of chickens, you're going to need more than one 4-pound bag. But I used it to coat my chicken food. It helps them to keep parasites away, and it also does a good job of being part of their gravel or calcium to grind up their food and digest it properly. I also use food grade diatomaceous earth. I practically live by it, guys. I use it on my cat's food. I use it on my dog's food. I use it throughout my home. And like I said, make sure it's the food grade. You can give it to your children. It's child safe. It's pet safe. I feed it to my animals. And they've been living for many years now. So, and what you do is you get a bag. This new bag that we just got when we moved down here to Tennessee. And instead of paying $10, up to $10 for a small 4.5 pound bag, we went to their Rural King and got either a 40 or 50 pound bag for 20 bucks. And that was actually in with the horse and cow feed. You can get a big bag like that. And you feed it to your horses and cows. Put it in with their food. It helps keep away the parasites. And mine is in a ketchup bottle. I live by these little things. This one's the decorative one that I use for the cat box. You can put this in your cat litter to get rid of fleas. It works great. You can put this in your cat or dog food. How I do it is I usually get a bucket and I put all their food in the bucket, and then I just put a scoop or two in there so that my animal's food looks like it's been coated with powdered sugar, just like you would brownies. When you make the brownies and you put the real nice powdered sugar on it to make it pretty, that's what you're doing to your cat and dog food. It helps with parasites. It helps with them getting any kinds of worms. It helps prevent all of that. It does help them fight off diseases from fleas, ticks, any other kind of little critters that'll climb on them while they're outside. My cats are inside animals, and I still use this on their food. I put it in a ketchup container, and it's a very fine powder. But when I do it, I use a funnel, and this is my little ghetto rig. A funnel and a plastic knife, because it's very fine powder. So you put it in there and you twirl it around. It'll fall through the hole into your container. Yeah, I use this pointed edge, and the reason that I use the pointed edge is so I can make an actual line. I line this in all of my rooms of my house. instead of using a bug spray, or they use some sort of a powder. Oh, stop it. You're bugging me. Haha. Oh, Ben, you're so funny. But if instead of using borax or whatever that poison is that they put down, and a lot of people use it, use this. And you do the same thing. You line your cupboards with it. You line your every single room in your house. You put this in between your mattresses. Keeps away dust bunnies and bed bugs, fleas, ticks, mites, all of that. Anything that can climb, anything with an exoskeleton, this will get rid of. Okay, so I put this under my sheets. I put this in my couch. I put this in the cat's bed, the dog's bed. I put this everywhere. All of my camping equipment gets DE. Make sure it's food grade, therefore it is pet and child safe. If you look it up on the Google even gives you ways that you can put this in your food to help your health. It's phytoplankton, which is kind of like a calcium. It's not going to kill you as long as you get the food grade. Now, I'm not saying go out and inhale your, don't smell it, because then yes, it's phytoplankton. It's like little bitty shards of glass that cut the bugs and dry them out. So if you're inhaling it, it's going to destroy your lungs. Okay, so don't go and inhale it. You can eat it. It's not going to kill you. I don't put it in our food, but I do use it around the house. And so if we're cooking and I'm doing my daily chores, then I'm sure a little bit of powder gets in there. It's not killed us yet. And it says on the internet and everything I've looked up and done the research on, it's not going to kill you. But it will kill bugs. And like I said, roaches, bed bugs. At one time I lived in an apartment building, which was through Rockford Housing, and they had a huge epidemic of bed bugs. I lined all of my furniture, I dusted my curtains, I lined my bed, in between the sheets, I put it in my pillowcases. I mean, I didn't take it in there, so when I laid down there was no powder. Because, like I said, you don't want to inhale it. But it is safe. And I lined this with everything, and I never once had a bed bug. Okay? If you have roaches, if you have pretty much anything, all your camping gear, dude, dust your camping gear. When you get ready to put your tent away, what I do is I take this ketchup bottle, and I'll go in, and I just kind of dust all the walls on my tent. I sprinkle a little swiggly line on the bottom, then I let it fall down on its own, and as soon as it's collapsed, then I'll start rolling it, and you will get no bugs in your camping gear. This stuff will keep your camping gear bug free. Okay, as long as it doesn't get wet, it will work. Like I said, it keeps away roaches, keeps away spiders. My mom had a very bad bumblebee problem up in Minnesota, and we found their nest and simply dusted it with some of this. And even though I was totally against killing the bumblebees, we had to do something, and it was going to cost too much for us to call an exterminator for somebody to come out, tear the porch apart to get the bumblebees out. So we used DE, and it looks like my mother is on. So if Mom, leave a comment and tell them how well our diatomaceous earth worked to get rid of your bees 2 years ago. We eliminated them all. So, she does not anymore. And holy man, did it work. Yeah, it did, because we were swamped with them. It was pretty bad. Even our animals had gotten stung by a couple of the wasps, and by putting this DE under her porch and in the hole where we were watching the bees go into, it killed them, and we no longer had the problem. And having animals, the last thing you want is your animal to get stung. Just like your kid, you don't want your kid to get stung. If you have bees that are that bad and nothing else is working, I do recommend you Google, find ways and means to do it without chemicals if you can. Bees are important to us. Now, roaches, on the other hand, are not important to us. Douse them with DE, okay? They'll crawl around for a little bit, but while they're doing that, the powder's working inside there. It cuts them up, it dries them out like a sponge, and they're dead. It's not a poison that's going to kill an entire species. And it's not a poison that your bugs are going to get immune to. They can't get immune to it because it cuts them up and dries them up. So it's not a poison. When we filled the tree stump we filled the tree stump with almost a 2-liter pop bottle full of this. I mean, we pumped it in there. And they never came back. They never came out and they never came back. That was 2 years ago. So it does work. If you have problems with bugs, seriously, get a ketchup bottle, clean it out, make sure it's got the point here. Go get you a bag of food-grade diatomaceous earth. Line wherever you have bugs. In your couch, in your beds, in your chairs, on your carpet. Dude, I dust my carpets with this, and we have no fleas. Now, I do also, just learned another secret, I do also sprinkle the carpets with salt, which does what? Dries them out. So, and I just found out about that, and we have piss ants and some sort of fire ants here. So, I do take secondary precautions. And so, my carpets do get food-grade diatomaceous earth, and then I do also sprinkle a little bit of the Himalayan sea salt all grind up real fine across my carpets as well. And when you lived in Kansas, everyone had bed bugs, and you never got them because I told you to get that powder and it worked. So it's, honestly, I'm telling you guys, go to Farm and Fleet, spend the $10 for a 4.5 pound bag, and see how it works. Leave comments below if you've tried it, if you've used it, if you're going to. I will have this video posted in the Earth Lady Gone Green Facebook page, so you can always revert back to this. Food grade diatomaceous earth. It's all food grade, safe for kids, safe for animals. I put it in my animals' food. I put it all over my house, so if you have any problems whatsoever, what is it called? My phone keeps cutting out. It's food grade diatomaceous earth. And I'm not good at spelling it, but you sound it out. Diatomaceous earth. And you want the food grade powder. If you get it on the Google, you can get a 4-pound box. The last time I checked on, I think it was Amazon, and it cost almost $14 for a 4.5 pound bag. So if you have a Farm and Fleet close by, you can get it from Farm and Fleet. They carry it in the chicken section. Here we have what they call a Rural King. And so, in Rural King, it's in with the livestock and the cattle. And you can, we did find the smaller bags were a little pricey. I live by it, and because I have 2 cats, a dog, and a house with carpet, I got a 40 or 50 pound bag that I just put in a tote. I scoop it in there, scoop it in the funnel, put the funnel in the hole, swirl it so that it goes through the hole because it's an extremely fine powder. You're going to want to funnel it in there. Don't go inhaling it. Put the lid on and just walk around all your rooms. If you have anyone who has roaches or bed bugs, listen. Take your outlets off. Take your switches off. Put it in the walls. In your plug-ins where you plug in your phones or your lights. Take that cover off and put some DE in there. Take your light switches that turns your lights on and off. Take that cover off. Put a little in there. Anywhere. This is not going to hurt you. Now, it is no longer good if it gets soaking wet. Once it's wet, it doesn't have the potency. Okay? You got yours at Walmart in the garden section. Okay? It's not expensive. No, it's not. It's like $7 or $8 for a 4-pound bag. You're right, Beth. Make sure you're getting food grade. Food grade diatomaceous earth will get rid of your bugs. I use this so then it's not uncontrollable. I can line the counters really nice, just a little line in the doorways. We have a trailer park. We live in a trailer, so the doorways are a little bit different, and there's a couple of gaps at the door. So I put this in there so we don't have any ants coming in the house. We don't use chemicals to kill any of the bugs. Food grade DE. That's how you keep your bugs away. Put it in your camping stuff, like I said. Put it in your cupboards. You can coat your cat and dog's food with this. Makes them healthier. Helps them keep bugs off of them. It also helps... your video has no sound here. I'm not sure why the video wouldn't have sound. Annabelle, you might have to log off and come back into the video, sweetie. Because it should have sound. You might just have a bad connection. But yes, food grade diatomaceous earth will get rid of bugs. Silverfish, roaches, centipedes, millipedes, cockroaches, bed bugs, spiders, earwigs, silverfish, fleas, ticks, all kinds of stuff. Even chickens. They recommend that the chickens dust in it. So I cake some into their dusting bed. It keeps away mites for chickens and animals. Once or twice throughout the summer, I'll take some and I'll sprinkle it on the animals and I'll rub it into their fur. So that way nothing gets in there too. So that's a little extra protection. This kills parasites inside of your animal's body. Helps prevent them from getting worms and bites. Mosquito bites builds up their immune system so that they won't get as sick to mosquito bites. Tick bites keeps a lot of that off. Yes, you need a basement the basement was wet. Yep. And now you have those bugs. Yes. So if you just take some and, like I said, take it in this as soon as your basement dries out and just sprinkle some on a couple of the walls, maybe a little on the floor. Don't let it get too dusty. Like I said, don't go inhaling it because it's sharp, and when you inhale it, it's going to destroy your lungs. But as long as you're not snorting it and inhaling a lot of it, yes, use this. It's going to get rid of your bugs. They're not going to be able to breed because they're going to be cut up, dried out, and dead carcasses. Okay? I know a lot of people are terrified of spiders. Get them some DE. Food grade diatomaceous earth. Hi, Destiny. My video is pretty much done. I was going to do this on the Zoom so that I could show you all the different disgusting looking animal bugs and show you the exoskeleton of a spider, and you will be able to see that every joint that the spider has is where there's skin. Okay, so the powder gets in there and cuts them up like shards of glass and then dries them out, and it kills them. That way they're, and you know, if they make it as far as back to their home, then all of their little friends will start getting cut up too, until there's no more powder to cut them up. Then they'll venture out, but you'll get rid of them, trust me. You find where they're at, stick some of this in the hole, poof, no more problems. Kills the whole bundle of them. Okay? Thank you again for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this little tidbit of information. If you have bugs, good luck with getting rid of them. Try some diatomaceous earth and let me know how it works. If you have used it before, again, leave comments. Share this with your friends. Share this video with your friends. Maybe you don't want to talk to them about it. Hey, I know you got bugs and it's really embarrassing to bring it up. Hey, by the way, I just came across this video that might help somebody. Food grade diatomaceous earth. Kid safe, pet friendly. Gets rid of all your bugs. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you all have a blessed Saturday. Ciao. Be sure to use it. It is great. Ciao.